Hi everyone, this is Daisa and welcome back. Let's see CrowdX in action. So let's create agent, for example, and let's name it, I don't know, maybe Alex. And let's load FBX file. This is the maximum character. For example, this one. Yeah, let me change it. And let's specify locomotion joint, which is the hip. And this is very cool for in place animation. And let's import some animation. Yeah, this one walking, and you see this is in place animation thanks to Miximo animation. And let's create another agent, for example Tony. Yeah, why not? And let's load it through FBX file, for example this pistol run, and let's do the same. You see we don't have it, and please hit the reload button if you have some issue. And in distribution you can of course do this and load your second agent. And let's do the locomotion stuff, and maybe let me load this one. This is the pose FBX file, not animated one, so have that in mind. And as you can see we can randomize the clip, and the pose it's frozen because it's not animated. So now let's create another CrowdX for simulation, and I want to check everything is good or not. And let's rebuild the network. That will create state file in the network. And maybe let's create another one for relationship in the middle, and let's enable relationship in here. And as you can see we can specify the child and the parent, so have that in mind. The rider is the parent, the top one is the parent, so we design it like that so we can memorize it. So as you can see with this handle you can adjust the position and the rotation. Of course you can specify joint for a constraint, but yeah, we're gonna do it without that. And let's go to the simulation and rebuild network again for updating the DOP network, and boom, you see it's working. This is very cool animation. And let's create action, a simple action. Let's create sphere for this action to guide this action. Yeah, let's do that. And let's make a transition, and I want to transit from current one to Ragdoll. As you can see, if you don't see anything, we have this issue. Just create another action and you will see your guide. And as you can see this is the distance and this is the guide. We can show it with show guide. And as you can see, maybe I can, you see this is very cool feedback. And let's see. Okay, and let's play. You see we don't have any ragdoll because we didn't set up that, and it's very easy to set up ragdoll in CrowdX. You can go here and auto mode and you have the clip, and boom, you see you have the collision, and check your limitation. And now in here pay attention when I calculate the ragdoll, because we have a pose not animation. You see we have some error and issue, and we have the collision, but we don't have any rotation limit, and that will cause a problem. Because if I enable ragdoll here, as you can see we have this artifact. Why? Because the joint not having any limit. So for this, just load a animation clip just for the training. And as you can see, you see I'm replacing that with walking. And now you see you don't have anything, and now boom, we have it. Just ignore this error. And you see now let's go back to the pose, and we have the joint limitation, and guess what, working. You see, very cool. Don't have any artifact. And let's detach this agent, the parent one, on ragdoll. This is very easy in CrowdX, but first let me go to this clip and make it animated stick to have a better ragdoll. And let's rebuild the network for updating the network. You see it's better. Yeah, and now let's select our group, because I want to translate the parent one, the Alex group. And as you can see, now the only group is the driver, and if I play, that will go to the Ragdoll state. So now we can disconnect it on Ragdoll, deattach it on Ragdoll using this option. Very easy and very convenient. And if I play that, boom, very cool. If you have driver and horse, you can make the driver fall like that. Very cool. Now let's create a line. I want to line up this agent, yeah, to have it in this order. And yeah, maybe let's have reasonable number to make it even number. You see, yeah, maybe 6 is good to have that. And yeah, you see, if I change that, we will have something like that, which is not cool. And this is our agent, you see, agent and driver. Very hilarious. Now let me remove this sphere and let's create another CrowdX, and let's load another agent. Let's call it female, for example. Yeah, and let's create agent. I want to show you how you can create multiple agent in multiple way. And yeah, as you can see, we have our female, and we can import our pistol run. This is the attacker, you can say, yeah, female. And we can specify the locomotion, and you see we can randomize the clip. And now you can merge this one with the previous stream, you see. But let me show you, we will have some issue here. And let me first translate this one, and yeah, make this heading. You can enable this heading, and or you can give the heading from the velocity, but not like that. Sorry, we need to have a source. We need to bring that here, and let's have a line. Yeah, I forgot, my bad. So we can bring the line here, and we can remove this translate. And as you can see, we controlling the heading through the velocity. You can have various velocity for heading, and as you can see, this is cool. And we have 3 agent heading towards the previous one. But you see, we have problem. If I merge that and rebuild the network, the driver goes to this female group. Why? This is the issue you will have if you have this merge technique. You see, in here, the parent have ID. You see, let me show you. You see, we have ID for point number, and with merge we changed the point number. So you can reverse the order using this, and you will have the same result. And this is very cool, so have that in mind. So now let's change the Tony animation, which is the walking. The Tony is this one. We can change this one to fight idle to make it still, you see. Okay, and now I will change the action guide to DOP object, which is the crowd. And of course, you see, if I change the distance, it's not going to work. And even I make it particle to particle, it's not going to work. The problem is it's taking all this crowd, you see, all this crowd object as a guide, even Alex one, the red one. So I want to isolate that, and this is the problem. And you see, that's why we are updating that constantly, and we added this group one. And you can add group to this guide. So we told it the guide is crowd object and the female group only. and that's worked, as you can see. So with that, the link in the description, if you interested, you can purchase that. It's yours for the lifetime. And if you want to test that, you can subscribe to Champion tier. It's free for all the members. So see you in the next one.